Hi, today we're going to show you how to assemble the bottle opener and the knife handles. So I've already removed the knife blade from my knife handle. This one I cut down a little bit. Sometimes I like them a little bit shorter, sometimes I like them a little bit longer. You want to make sure that your top edge is level and flat before you attach it, because otherwise it's going to be wonky. So on my anvil I have a hole. I put a piece of leather over that, and then I put the end of the knife blade in there so I don't have to worry about damaging it. And then I take my drill punch. This is a 3/16 drill punch, and I put that in the handle, and we're trying to round out the hole at the top so that it'll be able to receive the bottle opener attachment. So I pound that in until it's pretty much around it's kind of like rounded out the edge, and then I take my rubber mallet and I bang on the parts that are still square, so like the four corners, to try to round it out the rest of the way. I'm rotating it as I do that, and it also helps it to come off the tool because it gets stuck on there while you're pounding it. And then you're just going to take your bottle opener attachment and you're going to put it in. You want to try to kind of make it sure that it's straight before you start turning, because again it'll be wonky if you don't do that. But then you just start turning, and the teeth will dig into the metal of the knife handle. There's no glue, nothing, just turn. And sometimes you can turn it all the way in by hand, and sometimes you need a little help. So this one needs a little bit more than I have the strength to do without any assistance.
Just setting up the vise with some cushions on the jaws so that it's not direct contact with the finished surface of the bottle opener. I'm using a magnetic insert that has a rubber surface on it, but you could use a wooden. Whoops.
You could use wood, or you could use leather, right?
You could use leather or a wooden caul to be able to do the same thing, and that would work just fine. I just happen to have these, so this is the easiest way for me. You just tighten it. You don't have to tighten it too much, just so that you can hold it in place. Then I have to go get the tool.
So there's three different ones here. They're all different heights. Sometimes I like the shorter ones. It's more comfortable for my hand. Other people might like the long ones. So these are this one and this one are pretty much the full handle.
Right. Now I've kind of modified a pair of pointed nose vice grips.
Can you?
This is what a pointed jaw vice grip looked like. It just happens to be a slightly different design of the jaw. This is a larger set of it. And what I've modified these, and I put a piece of gas line tubing on it.
So it's a piece of rubber, basically.
Yeah, a piece of rubber.
It's like a rubber hose.
Right, a rubber hose.
But it's a firm one.
It's a firm one, right. Because I used to use these to crimp a gas line so that it wouldn't leak all over my face when I was working on a car underneath it. And it was a godsend. So here we go. We're using them on our project here. Don't clamp too hard because you don't want to crush the handle of the knife. But obviously you can adjust the tension. And all you do is need to put it in parallel with the knife handle. clamp it down, and then turn slowly without putting any tension to the side. You want to keep the thing vertical and screw it on. What you're doing is really cutting the threads into the knife handle from the bottle opener, using it kind of like a tap. You'll feel with the tension against the plier that you've gotten to the point where you're seated, and that's it.
Good. Okay. Do the others real quick without all the...
Sure.
So again,
Into the vise, tensioned, but not too tight. It's a different knife handle, so you might have to readjust the plier, which I will. Notice I'm not putting it down low. I'm putting it on more of a flat surface so that I have the ability to torque against it.
right, but you don't want to go too close to the end because otherwise you can actually twist the handle itself. I don't know if you haven't done that with this, but I've done it when I'm trying to remove the blades from the knives themselves. And then in your handle.
Just turning gently. Now I can just feel the tension now as it seats. I'm going to go a little bit past that. Number 2 down. A little bit of an adjustment because this one's a little bit thicker than the last one. This one was almost down.
It was.
Okay, so, and there we are.
That's it.
All 3.
Good luck, guys.